Hello, welcome to the screencast tutorial video for the ring share add-on for Concrete5 CMS. This simple add-on is a way for you to add a social media sharing tool to your web page. It has a couple interesting customization options, and it's got a built-in little animation effect on it as well. So let's show you here how this thing works. Let's add our block. It'll be this one here. Now, when you first add it, be sure you check at least one of these networks. It comes with a number of networks. I will be updating this frequently, so feel free to suggest networks and things like that if there's any. As you can see, a couple of these include additional customization options as well. I think for the most part you'll probably just want to simply enable them if you want it to show up on the ring. So let's enable a couple of these here, like Facebook, Twitter. The most popular ones I put here up here at the top just for convenience. But there's also a number of other ones like stumble upon here. Maybe let's add the email one. Now the email simply opens the default email browser. I am probably going to change that in the future, in a future version, to having it be like like a online, like a little pop-up modal box where you can send an email. So be sure to check back for updates. I'll probably be, that's one of the plans I have for that. But for now, it just simply opens up an email box, or your default email program. And let's see, maybe let's enable Tumblr on there as well. Now all of these can fit. You can add as many of those as you want to the ring on there. It'll scale everything to fit in there, so you don't have to worry about that. Now by default, it will have the black background color and also a overlay color. Now the overlay color, I'll show you how that works, but this will be 50% transparent when that mouse is over, and also you can choose a transparent background here as well. In this, at least with this initial release at the time of this video, it comes with just three styles of icons, which are it comes with dark gray color or white, and also default, which is kind of a purplish color. And if you want, you can even choose a background image. I'll show you that in just a minute. Right now, I just want to show you what it looks like by default. On here on the settings tab, there's this is the width essentially. This is going to be your width of the whole block, or at least of the sharing area. As you can see, this works with maybe fixed width stuff. I would use these maybe on a fixed width type website. But I would recommend using just simply the autofill. Just stick with the default if you're using it on a responsive or fluid width design. And you can also enable or disable the color overlay, which was this one, if you don't want an overlay color to kind of show up on there. You can turn that off or on, and it comes with a couple animations that you can choose from for the mouse over, and also the speed. I just simply set it up by very fast and slow as well. So they're not a whole lot different with the speed, but you kind of just you can toy around with that a little bit, see how that kind of works. Do the on-click function, I would not recommend changing this really a whole lot. It doesn't really. The only difference between this and the show is when someone clicks on one of the items, it can do one of these three things. Show is simply saying just leave it there, just basically leave it as it is. If you set it to hide, it will hide everything on there, and the destroy thing does essentially the exact same thing as hide, except for it actually removes everything on there. Hide just simply makes it invisible. So there's not a whole lot of difference between the hide and destroy, but the reason those options are there is just in case you want to, say, maybe keep your your background image, or just to have a block there, maybe if you want to have it shared just once per session, that per person when they're at your page. So that's what that's for, essentially. If you need any help, I do have a help section, and there's a link to the marketplace page here, or to my Concrete5 profile. If you click on that, if you need to get a hold of me, or have any questions, and so let's go ahead and add this. I'll show you how it works. So we've got to publish that first. Okay, mouse over. Now these are all the ones that we selected. It goes clockwise, essentially. And so as you can see on mouse over, it animates out. Too, and of course, again, you saw that we can change the setting in the animation style. There's like ones that like bounce out or something like that. It's a little bit different for the kind of the easing effect there. And so again, this is the default. If you don't change any of the other styles. Now let me show you a few things here. If you want to add a background image, so go here to the design tab and choose, let's say this one here. Now the background image, any background image you choose will automatically scale to fit within the block. So, which is good because it's it makes it flexible. You can move it if you to a different section if you want on the page, and as you see again, if it'll fit on there. If you see a double thing like that, that's normal. Again, this is just an edit mode, so it doesn't matter. You just got to publish it. There you go. Everything works good there. Now, as you see, it kind of fades out. It kind of darkens it. Again, that's because of the color. Now, again, as you remember, we can disable that if you don't want the hover color background. But I think it's kind of cool. You can change that color too. So I mean, you could make it be purple or pink or yellow or whatever you want. So so that's essentially it in a nutshell, really. So if you have any questions, again, you just contact me. If you have any networks you'd like to see added, feel free to contact me with that, with any ideas for improvements. Thanks.